Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for December 7th, 2025. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, we're going to start with our holistic pass here. We have 3, 8, 9 here, which is tempting to look at this row. 8's already placed, so it's just 3 and 9 in 4 cells, so no good there. Let's look for more. We need 4, 6, and 7 in these 4 cells. The 7s, there's 2 of them. Okay, I'm not seeing anything there either. We should look at the corollaries here. So the 4 looking in here, and then also the 3 and 5 looking into here. So 3 and 5 are here. Nothing. Okay. This box, not amazing. What about the 1, 3, 5 here? This, oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna sigh and say this can't be 3, 5, but it also can't be 1. So we actually have it here. So these 3 cells, I'm gonna mark them green just to make that easy. Where can they go in this row? Well, they can't repeat in the box. They can't be where this 4, 7 are, and there are 1, 3, and 5. So they can't be here because they see a 1, 3, and 5 here. So actually what we have is a hidden, do we have? No, never mind. I was going to say we have like a hidden 3, 5, but we don't have that. But we do have a hidden 1. Okay. So where can the 1 go in the row? The 1 can't go here. So let me just say what I was going to say is the green cells end up here. And that's still true. But we can limit this further because where's the 1? The 1 can't be here and the 1 can't be here. So the 1 in the row goes here. And now we need a 3 and a 5, which end up here. So what we've learned about this is that these 3 cells, well, first of all, this is a 1, and these 2 cells can only be 3, 5, even though there are other options available according to basic Sudoku rules. We know we need to place a 3 and a 5 in the row somewhere, and these are the only 2 places for them. So that's called a hidden pair. In general, if this 1 hadn't get placed, it would have been a hidden triple. But we might have a corollary here. Unfortunately, the corollary might not be as strong or useful because this 3, 5 is kind of coincidental rather than being built in with a given. But we do have the 4, 7 looking in. So the 7 is helpful, these 2 7s. So 7 ends up in one of these 2. Points in here at this 7, the 7 looks down. 7's in one of these 2. What about the 4? Nothing really with the 4. Yes, we don't get the whole slew of things happening when it's found like this, but it is still helpful to have these 2 cells restricted. Something else we can do to follow up on these 2 cells is just think, what did we just remove? And so that's going to be whatever this triple is, which is the 2, 6, 8. And this can't be the 6 or the 8. So this is our 2. And then this can't be the 8. So that's 6 and that's 8. So we finished the whole row. Well, other than the 3, 5. Okay, so now these givens are representing what was eliminated from here. So we don't really need to follow up on that directly. I'm just looking at each one of these to make sure there's not anything really nice to follow up on. Let's look at this box. It's down to 2, 4, 7. The top one's not 7. What's this box down to? 3, 4, 5, 9. 4, 5, 9. This can't be 5 either. 4, 9. Oh, this can't be 3 or 5. So this is 4, 9 as well. So this is where the 3, 5 go. Yeah, we had the 3, 5 looking in with this 2 placed. Oh, sorry. No, actually, I think this has been there from the start. This 3, 5 here and this 3, 5 here. Yeah, make a hidden 3, 5 pair there. That's very nice. What else can we do? I think that's it for our first, our initial, all I want to do there for our initial holistic pass. We'll come back around when we do systematic if we need to. I'm for this 6, 7, what I'm looking for are crossings. They share a row. So we want to look at this column, which is the column they aren't in, and we want to look at these 2 rows, which are the 2 rows they aren't in. We want to find equal digits, what I call buddies. Buddies are digits that are the same as each other. Anyway, these 3s look in, puts a 3 in one of these 2. Oh, I didn't even notice this 3 helped, so we can actually place the 3 in this box. I'm going to mark the 3 in one of these 2 because it reminds us we need to find one in this column, which is only 2 places. All right, that was helpful. I don't think there's much opportunity for more. Let's see, 3 and 8. Oh, 3. Yeah, this. Oh, sorry, I said 3, but it's 5. 5 and 8. I had 3 on my mind. For some reason I thought this was a 3. I don't know. Anyway, 5 and 8, not as exciting. The 8, though, goes in one of these two, actually. These can't be 8. These can't be 8. Oh, yeah, it's just the two 8s looking down. Okay, anyway. Let's just go to systematic at this point. So we're going to come back up to this top band, starting with this box. We got the 3, 8, and 9. So we do have the two 8s here. But it's an 8, one of these two. I'm going to scan this column for 8s, but it's a little hopeless there. The 3s we got. The 8s actually look down, putting an 8, one of these two. Ah, so what we found here is some lined up 8s, and that's telling us, hey, why not look at this row, right? Where's 8 in this row? Because we know it's not in this box, we know it's not in this box, and it's not here. So 8 in this row goes in one of these two. And that's going to do what's called claiming, even if these 3s weren't here, but I'll follow up with these 3s in a second. But what that does is it claims. So this row needs an 8. It's going to be here or here. So it's going to end up in box 8. So what we're saying is that, it's all 8s. Row 8 claims the 8 from box 8. And meaning that the rest of box 8 cannot have an 8. These can't be 8s. Some people call this an X-wing. It's not a real X-wing, though, because we can just do it with claiming, which is a simpler technique. X-wings generally are in 4 boxes, not just 2 boxes. Anyway, you can still use the X-wing logic, but it's overkill. Not only is it overkill, but you miss cases where it's like the 8s are like this, right? You can still claim in this row. So anyway. But in addition to that, not only are these not 8, they're also, we have the 3s and the 8s overlapping here. So what that tells us is that this is a hidden 3-8 pair, because one of them's 3 and the other's 8. So the way to follow up is to think about what we just removed. So we removed 1. These two 1s look down. Okay, we didn't remove 1, but we can still mark 1 here. 1s were already gone. Not 2, 3. So 4 was removed from this guy. We have these two 4s looking down. That's not 4, so 4 is in one of these two. So we want to think about where 4 goes in this row. Actually, in general, we want to fill out this row. So let's do that. We need a 1, a 4, and a 5. That's not 5. Okay. Not super exciting. What else did we remove besides 4? We removed the 5. That's it. I'm not seeing anything to do with 5s in this box or these columns. All right. So not amazing, but it's something. So what did that come from? That came from marking these 8s here. Okay, so we were still looking at 8 up here. 3, 8, 9. 9 in this box is in 2 places. So what we want to be on the hunt for is we got 2 digits overlapping in 3 cells. So is there a 3rd digit that's also limited? I don't think so, but it's something to keep in mind. All right. Anything else with this box? The 4 looking in, still nothing. I'm noticing this column we've reduced to 4 digits. Let's take a look. We need a 2, 4, 5, 9. 2, 4, 5, 9. This can be any of them. This can't be 4. This 9 can't be here. 9 is placed. Oh, that's very nice. 9 can't be here and 9 can't be here. I missed these two 9s looking down. Maybe I hadn't scanned the 9 yet. Hopefully that was the case. Anyway, we can place the 9. That's even better. So this is down to 2, 4. This is the only place for 5 in the column. Now these 5s look in, placing the 5 here. Let's see, we need a 2, 3, 8, 9. So this can't be 8 or 9. This is 2, 3. This is 2, 3, 8. It's not a 3. So this is 2, 8. This is 2, 3, 9. This can be any of, oh, it can't be 3 actually. So this is 2, 8, 9. So the 3 ends up here. That points in with this 3. This 3 looks up, putting a 3 in one of these two. All right. This is a filled box column. We want to look at all of these digits for anything not placed in the box yet. So the 3 is placed, the 9 is placed, the 3 is placed, the 8 is already marked. The 5 looks down though, putting a 5 somewhere over here. Okay, no real follow-up on that. What else can we do here? This row is down to 4 digits. We need a 1, 2, 3, 4. This can't be 3, it's 1, 2, 4. This can't be 1, 2, so it's 3, 4. And this can't be 3, so it's 1. Oh, it can't be 2 or 3, so it's 1, 4. This is any of them. So we may ask the question, it's probably not true, but I have this 3, 4 and this 3, 5. And if we want to ask the question, do we have a 3, 4, 5 triple in this column? Because we've got 2 out of 3 cells. What you really want to think about is what are the other digits that aren't accounted for here? So we already know these two are going to have an 8 in them. So it would really only be up here. But let's just go through the exercise. So what are the other digits? We already have 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5 accounted for. So it would be the 6, 8, 9. And we were expecting 3 digits because there's 4 open cells, and one of them would be used by our triple, so the other 3 would be 3 digits. And those 3 digits, again, are the, the 6, 8, 9, the 6, 8, 9. So what we're looking for is if any of these cells can't be all of 6, 8, 9, and we're not even close. The only thing is the 8's not up here. All right, so no triple there. Probably a little bit of a desperate move for how early we are in our scans. So just wanted to point that out, though. Always nice to have more scanning techniques in your pocket. So anything I can do with this 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. We already marked the 1s and 4s down here. No crossing on the 7. All right. I don't really see anything else there. The 5 and 8 we kind of looked at already. Yeah, nothing else real there. All right. And I think we can move on from this band. Let's do the next band here. 1, 3, 5. Nothing. 6. We do have the 2 6s. The 6 helps. 6 is up here. And then these 2 6s look up, putting a 6 up here. We have the 8s looking in. 8's down here somewhere. 8's one of these 2. And then the 9. All right. That's what we get from that. This box just has 1 and 4 in it. Pretty much took care of that. And then here we have the 2 2s looking up. So 2's in one of these 2. We do want to think about where 2 goes in the row, but there's plenty of places. All right. Oh, I noticed we have a 1, 4 pair here. I don't know when that appeared. I think that's been there. But I found it now. So this 1, 4 pair eliminates 1 and 4 from the rest of the column. So this can't be 4. So that's 9, and that's 4, and that's 2. All right, that actually finishes this column. That can't be 4. So now 4 in this row is over here somewhere. Not here. What's going on here? Okay, that's not a 4. What else can we do? Okay, the rest of this column is a pair at worst. We need a 6, 7. All right. The rest of this box is 1, 2, 6, 7. This can't be 6, so it's 1, 2, 7. I think these can be any of 1, 2, 6, 7. I'm not seeing it. The 6 is up here. We knew that. 7 could be there. All right, nothing real crazy there. 2, 3, 9, 1, 2. Looking to see if anything else emerged from this. I don't think so. So we have the 6, 7, we have the 1, 4. So this can't be 1, 4 anymore. Neither can this. Yeah, I'm not seeing any huge benefit from that right now. All right. Where was I? I placed this 2, and then I noticed the 1, 4 pair. Maybe it was after placing the 2 that it happened. That's positive thinking there. Let's see. We do have the 2 9s. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, this is just a triple for the row. Right, I placed the 9 and the 4. We should follow up on those. So this is a triple. This is 6, 7, 9. And this can't be the 6 or the 9. So this is our 7. We needed some 7s somewhere. Probably not there, though. What's left in this box? We need a 2, 3, 5, 9. No, not 9. 2, 3, 5, 8. 2, 3, 5, 8. This is 2, 3, 8. That's it. So we know that the 2 is down here as well. All right. 4, 7, 3, 5. Okay. Let's just scan this last band before we do anything else. 3, 6, 7, 9. So the 3s we got. I don't think there's really anything else to see here. All right. So let's think about what do we want to follow up on first. I'm not seeing anything crazy, so I'm just going to go row by row, make sure I didn't miss anything, and then we'll go column by column and then box by box, just to continue our systematic pass because we don't see anything to immediately jump to. So in this row, let's think about what we need, because it feels restricted for some reason. We need a 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this can't be 8, 9. So this is 2, 6, 7. Oh, so I missed when I penciled this that this 1 looked in. I was wondering about that. 1, 2, 6, 7. I still think this can be all of 1, 2, 6, 7 though. But 2, 6, 7 here. So 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. These aren't 8. So this isn't 2 or 7 or 8. So it's 6, 9 only. This can't be 6 or 8. So this is 2, 7, 9. Can we do anything with this? Unfortunately, I'm not seeing it. Okay. Nothing else with this row. This row has too much open. Let's skip it for now. This row we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this can't be 4 now, so it's down to 1, 2, 3. Nothing else to do with that. Huh. Feels like there should be something, but these were 2, 3, 5, 8, and they're still 2, 3, 5, 8. All right. Really don't know much about down here. Okay, let's do the columns instead of worrying about these rows down here. This column, nothing. This is filled. Let's think about this column. We need a 1, 2, 4, 7, 8. These can't be 7. So 1, 2, 4, 8. But it's all of them. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I want to look at this column yet. Maybe when I get more desperate. This column, we need a 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. So this 3, 8 pair takes 3 and 8 out of these two. So these are 1, 3. Oh, sorry. I said 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. So they're 1, 2, 5 only. Does it have to do with where 3 and 8 go in this column? Not really. Okay, 1, 2, 5. What do I do with that information? So the fact that these can't be 3, 8 either. Well, okay, they already can't be 3, but they can't be 8. That's something to remember. Does that affect these cells enough to mark? They're not 8 or 9, and they're not 3. I think that you can mark these. So let's think about what they can be. They can be 1. Sorry, they can't be 1. They could be 2. They can't be 3 because the 3, 8 pair. They could be 4. They could be 5. I think they can be 6. Darn it. They can't be 7, 8, 9. So it is still 4 digits. 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I don't think I want to keep that right now. All right, any other columns of interest? I wonder, no, these can be 2 is the issue. I don't think there's any hiddens here. I was wondering about like a hidden 3, 8 pair or something, or hidden 2, 3, 8, but no, these can be 2. All right, what about this column? I think I should think about the digits. We need a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. So these are 4, 5, 6, 9. 2, 3, 6, 9. Yikes. What am I missing here? This column? There's too many left. These are not very restricted. They're not the 2 and 3, so the 2 and 3 go up here. Okay, didn't really find much from the columns. Let's look at each box very carefully. So when I look at the boxes, what I'm looking for are cells that look like they might be restricted, although I think I've looked at almost all the cells in this puzzle, but we'll look again. Cells that might be restricted, as well as my corner marks, making sure they're respected, because it could be quite possible that I have pointing or claiming that I ignored when I penciled. So let's take a look. We have the 6s. This is still 1, 2, 6, 7. It sure is. Okay. What are the digits in this row besides 1, 2, 6, 7? It's the 3 and the 9, I believe. Yeah, it's the 3 and the 9. So unfortunately, this can be 3 or 9. I'd really like to see something going on here. All right, we have the 8s, we have the 9s, and we have the 3s. So this can't be 3. I'm not sure that matters. 3, 4, 5, 8. So, well, it can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Oh, okay. That's actually quite a bit. Can't be 1, 2. Could be. Oh, can't be 3 because of the pointing threes. Can't be 4, 5. Could be 6. Can't be 7, 8. Could be 9. And that makes a 6, 9 pair here. Okay, that's way more limited than I thought. That was a sneaky one for me, at least. So 6, 9 pair. It does affect the box, removing 6 and 9 from the rest of the box. So that can't be 9, and this can't be 6. Placing our 7 and our 2. Giving us the 8 and the 9 and the 6 and the 7. Okay, that's what we needed. This is 6. This is 9. That's not a 2. Down here we get the 6. Here we get the 6 and 9 resolved. This can't be an 8. All right, over here we get the 4 and the 7 resolved. This is a 1, 2 pair now. This is a 2, 3 pair now. So the 2, 3 pair tells us that's 1 and that's 2. All right, this is 1, 3, 4 triple. Wow, that was quite a lot all at once. The triple here is 1, 2, 5, actually. All right, and the pair here is 4, 8. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the corner marks. What's like low-hanging fruit here? What's the digit that's limited over here? Because this is 2, 3, 8, and there's 4 digits in this column. Looks like it's the 7 is here. 7's one of these two. Okay, not helpful. These are, okay, this can't be 8, so this is 2, 3, 5. I think this can still be 2, 3, 5, 8. But that does make a 2, 3, 5, 8 quad. So basically, where are the 4 and... Where are the 4 and the 6 in this column? The answer is here. This. Oh, actually, the 6 is placed. Yep, 6 is placed. That's 6 and that's 4. That's 8 and 4, and that's 8. All right, those 8s that we got early on are finally resolved. So we got the 4, we got the 6. 4 looks in, placing the 4 in this box. Oh, that was the only place for 4 in the row as well. We get this triple resolved. The 3, 5 pair is resolved. That resolves this 3, and the 2, 3 pair, and the 8, 3 pair. The 8 is placed, and now the 2, and then the 5. We get the 1 and the 5 here. These can't be 2. These can't be 5. All right. This is known as a 5. That's 1 and 5. That's 2 and 1. Here we need a 2 with our 7. That goes, oop, I misclicked. That 7 goes there. For here we get the 9 and the 7, and we're done. All right, got a little stuck there, but it turned out to be this cell here being very important to find the 6, 9 pair. I think that was kind of a bottleneck deduction, but who knows, maybe I was missing some other things. But I definitely, that's where the systematic pass really helps, is like, is there something going on with rows? Is there something going on with columns? Is there something going on with boxes? Can I notice any cell in these boxes that might be limited? And you just go from there. And the thing that really triggered me to look at this cell was remembering that I had the pointing threes and the claiming threes that nothing else was enforcing. It was still pointing and claiming. So we didn't need to, but it was useful to look at this cell not being a 3 and how that affected its options. All right, cool. Well, let me know how you did. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.